welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and today I am doing a final whip on Mackenzie's Treasure. I'm on the last row, so I thought I would come on and do a final whip. So the next time you see this canvas will be when I do my review and kit down. But I thought if I get the video done today and get this last whip up, I can just crack on and get the rest of it finished. So hello and welcome to anybody who is new to my channel. My name is Sam, and today I am using the following items. I am using a alcohol ink cover minder in a frame, which are available on my Etsy shop. I will explain about the Etsy shop in a bit. I'm also using my pink pen from Add More Zest. I have got a metal 4-placer and single placer, both with double-sided taping. That is my medium of choice. I've got a random drill that I've just caught off there. Obviously didn't do that very well. Where you gone? I am also using my standard white cook tray. These are also available on my Etsy shop. At the moment we do a new drop every month on the 1st of the month until they've sold, and then we take them off and make more. So that's what I'm using today. Get my eyelash out of it. So I'm going to make a start on this. Mackenzie's Treasure is still available on Diamond Art Club. There is a link in the description box. If you've not used that link before, you can use that to go there. You will get a discount as a new buyer. You will also it will give me a small commission if you use that link, because I am a Diamond Art Club affiliate. So that information is there. You can also find information on the Etsy shop and how to contact me. If you're coming back, welcome back. So I do like to let people know what day it is and what I've been up to. So diamond painting wise, nothing new to report. I still haven't bought any new diamond paintings. I have literally been focusing on getting this one completed because I do have my next canvas already chosen. So I just really want to get this one done now. So at the rate I'm going, this should be done either today or tomorrow. So it is Wednesday. I have a day off. And I thought I would come on and get this done, just because if I can get this one finished, it then means that I've got a kitting down video to do, and obviously a new start. Not always like a new start on a new canvas, always a little bit exciting. Other than that, not too much going on, to be honest. Tray production is still underway, obviously. We have had a look at the file for a couple of the issues that have been highlighted by people who've brought the trays. So my husband is working on that currently. At the minute, I am back to printing small trays. So the issue we think is because my husband set up the file to print 2 small trays at once, we think there's been an issue with the funnel on one of the trays out of each 2 that we've been getting. Now I will say I do try each tray as it comes off. I put a stopper in it to make sure the stopper fits. So if I find that a tray doesn't fit, I took it out. Simple as that. One of them I actually kept, and I filed it enough that I could fit the stopper in. But it's not a massive thing. It just means that I have to change it a little bit more often, and that's fine. So at the minute we're currently printing 1 small tray at a time instead of 2. So Etsy, let's go there. So as I've said in a previous video, I've had some issues. Now, the biggest issue that we've got in the UK at the moment is Royal Mail. And I've had a couple of people who haven't received their orders. Now, unfortunately, on Royal Mail, I've been sending everything second class, and it's not tracked because it's cheaper. But best will in the world, I can give you proof of posting. I can't offer you proof of delivery without paying more for it. So it does mean that I have to, you know, I'd like to think people aren't dishonest, but there's no comeback for me. And the issue is, if I turn around and say, do you know what, I'm not going to refund you because I posted it out, it's not my fault, that's Royal Mail's problem, all that's going to happen is that that person will then open a dispute in Etsy. Etsy will refund the money anyway because it wasn't tracked to delivery. And I'm out the product and the postage, and I will then get a bad review. Which I don't want to do. So I've had to refund a couple of people in the last couple of weeks. And to avoid that happening, I have made the decision that for the minute, UK deliveries will be second class tracked delivery. This means that you will need to sign for it. Which I know is a bit of a ball ache, especially when these, most of these parcels will go through the post. But if it's tracked delivery and I can prove that it's been signed for, then I'm covered. I'm not then going to lose out because I can't afford to. You know, it is a tiny little business. It is just me. I am doing multiple things, and it's either charging more for the delivery and having a signed for service, or not doing the Etsy. It's as simple as that. Now, at the minute, I haven't been able to look at tracked delivery for overseas because at the moment, Royal Mail are not offering international postage at all due to a cyber attack, so they say. There's part of me that wonders if it's not because they've got a massive backlog because of the strike action. But, you know, let's not be cynical here. So it does mean that that in the UK, the postage is now second class tracked. So you will need to sign for your package, and a signature will be proof of delivery for me. And that will just help me because, you know, as it stands at the minute, someone says they didn't get their item, I have to take their word for it and refund their money. So not only have I lost out on that money, I've also lost that product. So, you know, a lot of my cover minders aren't worth a great deal. So it's not worth going to the hassle of, you know, trying to claim back off Royal Mail or anything. It's just not financially worth it. So that's the decision that I've made. So currently it is Wednesday. I think it is the 18th today. Is it the 18th? Let's check now. Yeah, it's the 18th. Day before my eldest daughter's birthday. Currently I can ship in the UK with tracked signed for delivery. I cannot ship out overseas. I will update as soon as I can on that. So that's where I am with the Etsy shop. I am not gonna lie, I've had a fair few problems, which I never had problems before. This has all been going on since the strike action. So I'm hoping it is just a delivery issue with Royal Mail rather than anything else. So I would advise, I will also say that in the UK, if you buy an additional item, you will now not be charged for an additional item. I have done that to keep the postage costs down. So please bear that in mind when you're ordering. It might be worth you ordering 2 or 3 cover minders rather than just 1. Now, if you do order just 1 cover minder, the odds are I'm going to send it in an envelope anyway. If you order more than that, then I will put it into a postal envelope, like a box. It's not really worth it if it's just 1. The downside, of course, is that it means that if you buy just 1 cover minder, you will be paying almost as much in delivery as you do for the item. Again, there's nothing I can do about that. I've got to take steps to protect my business. So I hope that's okay. On another note, you know, it's Etsy. I have now just updated to say that orders will be processed within 3 to 5 working business days. If somebody requests an item, it shouldn't be showing as in stock if I don't have it in stock, but on the off chance, you know, sometimes things break or, you know, mistakes happen. I'm only human. I will message you and let you know if an item has to be made, so that you may have a small delay on that, but hopefully not. So for the time being, I will keep the Etsy shop open for UK based buyers. I just wanted to make you aware of the tracked shipping. Once I can see what the sort of prices are for everywhere else, I will update, but for the time being, please do not order if you are outside of the UK, because I can't post it. Simple as that. I cannot post anything out, which I'm sure you will agree is not great when I've got the trays to launch and post. Bearing in mind, most of you are outside the United Kingdom anyway. It is what it is. Moving on. What other news have I got? Nothing other than getting this done, really. You know, work's been okay. Still working quite hard. And I think that's the other thing about small businesses, especially on Etsy. You know, it's very easy to forget that, you know, the person you are dealing with may not necessarily be sitting at home waiting for your order to come in. You know, I've got 2 jobs plus Etsy plus this, so I don't have a lot of free time. I'm going to try and get better at posting stuff out quicker, but it is hard when you've worked, you know, a 6-hour shift at one job. You've then done 2 sets of nails, so you've now worked 10 hours. It's 10 to 8, and somebody puts an order in and expects it the next day. Best will in the world, it's not going to happen. You know, if you are really that impatient and you would like your item as soon as possible, please just buy a generic cover minder or needle minder from Amazon, and it will reach you the next day. That's the best advice I can give you. If you're ordering off Etsy, a lot of time they are small businesses, very small one-man bands, offered by, you know, these people that are at home when they're not working their normal jobs, and they may need time to package up or post out, or, you know, even make your item. Just gonna have to see if I've got any more of these. Right, so it's just these ones here. So yeah, that's where we are with Etsy. Tray production wise, it is all going well. I've just ordered some more grey filament because I've nearly run out. So at the minute I am producing white trays. They will, as always, be being dropped on Etsy on the 1st of February. If you haven't got one already, please do. Please do order. If you are outside the UK, please do not order right now. I will update before we get to the drop on whether I can then do international shipping. In the meantime, there's nothing else I can do, I'm afraid. But, you know, it's quite nice. I've just knocked that. Where did that go? I literally just lost a black drill. I have no idea where it went to. I shall put that up in a bit. Yeah, I'm okay. It's very, very cold today. I did the school run this morning. It's absolutely freezing. I do need to go food shopping today. But mainly I will be getting this finished because I love it when you get this close to a finish. You just want to get it done. So ideally, if I can get this finished today, I will be over the moon. I also want to do a whip this week on Little Village. I want to show the colours in it because it's so bloody pretty. And again, Little Village is still available on Diamond Art Club. It is discounted. It's in the sale section. So, you know, go and have a look. It's a lovely little canvas. And it was a #2 canvas for me. It was an additional buy just so I qualified for free shipping. And I'm really pleased with it. I've not done a lot, but the bit that I've done, colours are beautiful. I'm actually working with a 9-placer on that. So it's going well. So I do want to film that. I am, of course, following Penny's Heaven and Earth challenge. She's doing so well. So well. We spent a good chunk of time yesterday just chatting while we were both working on our whips. It was quite interesting. And I have got a video. Uploaded but not on yet, of working on my Heaven and Earth project on a bigger section. So all I'm doing is I'm picking these colours. Now I've got my black in. I'm picking these colours in this corner and working my way out. So I'm going to go for these little ones here, which are 939. There's not too many of them. A lot of red in this bit. So I'm just trying to, get those in. Can I get them lined up enough to get that in? I think I can. So yeah, just working from the corner and working my way outwards. Don't know why, it's just the way I work sometimes. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Have we got any more? Oh, that was something just come through the door. No, that's it. So I'm going to go to... Oh, no, we've got one there. Nearly missed it. You sneaky little bugger. Right. Way to drop your tray and chuck drills all over the place. But to be fair, I've got a fair few of these, so I don't think I'm going to run out, so it'll be fine. Let me just get that one black one, because I don't know where that one went. It disappeared. Oh, it's there. Found it. Good start, Sam. Good start. Oh, now I've pulled another one off. All right. Like that. Come on. Behave. I haven't had a lot of time to watch YouTube recently. Just lack of time, really. So I haven't got any, you know, important info to pass on that. Health-wise, family is well. My cough is much better. A lot of that is because I have stopped smoking cigarettes. I haven't quit smoking completely before you all get too excited. Let's get rid of that one. I've actually changed to... Oh, right, hang on. That's my printer just finished. 1 second. There we go. Got to keep the production line going. You know, the quicker I get them done, the better. I think the only good upside to the issues and not being able to post international is that I may then, if it carries on, have some hope of building some stock up, because obviously it'll only be UK based people that can purchase the trays on the 1st of February. I mean, I would hope that they'll Royal Mail will have it sorted by then. Because, you know, there's going to be a lot of people in the UK that are struggling with their Etsy shops at the moment. And I can't exist on selling £3 cover minders alone. You know, I need the tray sales to build that. So, yeah, got to keep production going. So if you are interested, I am currently printing small white trays, because they're quicker to do. And then once I've done all the small ones, I will then switch and do the bigger ones, the standard. Thank you to everybody that has commented on my videos recently. I decided not to read comments out today, just so that I could just crack on and get this finished and get some of this done. But I love getting your comments, and it is just a case of I need to sit down and answer them all. So I will do that at some point this week. But yeah, that's about it, I think. Not too much going on. But boy, am I going to be glad to finish this canvas. Do not get me wrong, I love working on Diamond Art Club canvases. I especially love working on Mandy Manzano canvases, but I did I Miss You and Mackenzie's Treasure right after each other. So I am looking, oh, bloody pen. Oh, drives me mad. I am looking forward to doing something different, which I think is why I've been enjoying working on Little Village as much as I have, because it's a completely different style. So I'm certainly looking forward to working on Sneaky Cat. Although it's a big canvas, I will work on it rolled, and I will start it off upside down, which is what I normally do for the first row or so, just because it's easier to manage. Is that all of those? No, there's one there that I've missed. Don't know whether I missed it or whether I'd thought I'd laid it down and it hadn't gone on or not. So next is B. But as usual with all Mandy Manzanos, the colours in this are phenomenal. And it is looking amazing. It's beautiful. I'm a little bit gutted. Look, I've missed 2 now. I missed 2 twos. Look at that. Pulled 2 out. They were hiding in there. So let's get those in. I'm looking forward to unrolling it and doing the review, because it is a stunning, stunning canvas. Highly recommend. But as much as I love Mandy's work, I am looking forward to doing something a little bit different. I may never have any problems working on a Diamond Art Club piece, because I love their quality. That's why I chose to be an affiliate with them. For me, you know, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting with the Diamond Art Club canvas. Very sunny today, I have to say. I still don't have any curtains up. If you've seen the previous video, I took my net curtains down to wash them, and they were bloody awful. So I have decided not to put them back up. I've actually ordered 2 blinds and a pair of curtains from the range, which are being delivered sometime today, which is why I'm not going out anywhere. So they are arriving today. They probably won't go up today. I can't imagine my husband's going to come home from work tonight and go, do you know what, I'll do that for you. It'll probably be the weekend, but we can live in hope. But yeah, looking forward to getting those, because I don't like being in this room and not having anything up at the windows. It's up facing my back garden anyway, but that's not the point. The point is, I feel it's quite cold in here, I'm not going to lie. and I'm looking forward to getting something back up at my windows again. It's been like it for a few days now, and I don't like, especially when I'm doing nails, and especially if I'm doing gel nails. That's something I've done. I did do my nails. So I'm showing this hand because the hand painting is better on that hand. I am still using hard gel and gel polish instead of acrylics because I can't be bothered to take the time to put a full set of acrylics on myself. You know, I can do a basic set of acrylics on somebody else in just over an hour, but on myself, no, it's about 4. And what spare time I've had, I've been spending it doing this. So I chose yesterday to redo them again with gel because I can do my nails in 2 hours if I use gel and gel polish. It's so much quicker. Right, I'm going to go for the F next because I've got a few of those and they're down on this bottom bit. You will notice if you're new that I'm actually working on this canvas sideways. Very often that is how I work a canvas, especially if it's on the bigger side. Especially if you've got a short side and a long side. I tend to work on it on the short side. It just makes it easier to manage, really. Sneaky Cat will be no different because it's bloody massive and I only have a small desk. And to be fair, I don't think that will change even if I had a bigger desk because it's just easier to get to if you've got it this way around. So my tip, if you are working with your canvas a different way round, is to turn your pot so that it's facing, the lid is facing the same way as you were working. That will help, especially if you've got things like arrows. You know, anything directional makes it a lot easier if you can see it from the angle that you work in. That is my top tip. But boy, has this been, I've been doing this canvas forever, literally, forever. I don't worry too much about, you know, I'm not a rusher. I always think they will get done when they get done because I don't have a lot of time to diamond paint usually. But even I'm fed up of looking at this one now. So, yeah, very excited. Getting this finished will mean a kitting down, so that'll be another video for you. I'm not going to promise a kitting up. I'm trying to minimise how many kits I've got kitted up at any one time. However, if I have a bad day, of course, the best way to cheer myself up is to do a kitting up, so it could happen. I think I actually have 5 or 6 different storage items that are not kitted up, which is a bloody miracle for me. I'm not called kitting up kitten for nothing, you know. But bearing in mind that, you know, I have, let's just say, over 25 canvases kitted up currently. I don't need to be adding to that. I really don't. I just need to get some of these done. Any more Fs anywhere? Does anyone give an F? I don't give an F. There's no more Fs to give. So it's all good. Kind of wish I had brought my comments out now because I'm sort of struggling to know what to say. I'm going to get this T symbol. It's not a T. It's a Tetris block, but I just call it the T. So using my big tray just means I can get a nice line up. Even if I'm not multi-placing, I do like them to line up nicely. So yes, you should have, I mean, I might even put this video up today. I might put this one up today and then do a whip on Little Village tomorrow and put that up a little bit nearer the weekend. I'm not actually working this weekend. I've got a weekend off because I've swapped shifts with one of the other receptionists. So I'm looking forward to having 2 days of sleeping in. It does mean, however, that I'm working next weekend and it is 12-hour shifts. So I will be tired. So at the minute I'm working across this bottom bit. Look, this is where I'm going. I told you it varies. The way that I work varies from kit to kit, section to section. You know, you never quite know. But it's just whatever makes sense to me at the time. And it could be a number of reasons. It could just be because I've got less of that colour to do. It could be I've got more of that colour to do. You never quite know. And does it matter? Not really. The end result is the same. The only thing you will not see me doing is free ranging, because I can't deal with that. I was having an interesting conversation with Penny from Cal Sparkles earlier. We were talking about washi tape, and she was saying, I don't want to use my pretty washi tapes around the edges of my canvas, because then I'm using it all up on the edge. And I'm sitting there going, I'll just use whichever one I grab. I'll just mix them. And she was like, no, can't do that. Can't mix my drills. I certainly cannot mix the washi tapes. And here's me with 3. I've got 3 different ones on here at the minute. I don't care, as long as it's pretty. Just use whatever I pick out next. Is the simple answer. It's whatever I grab first. I haven't always used washi tape to section my diamond paintings. I was an avid user of cover papers, but I've evolved into sectioning off with washi tape because of me rolling canvases, because I do take them to work and stuff. You know, I do have to put them away sometimes because I'm doing nails on this table, or I haven't got somewhere to hang it. So you know, as I've got busier, whereas I used to always ensure that I finished a section in one go, that is now not always the case. And the plastic just covers better than washi tape does on a part done section. It also rolls up better than it does with cover paper on. So that's why. I did say in one of my other videos that I always start in my top right corner and work across. Somebody else said they also do the same thing, so I kind of feel really happy now, because I'm not alone. It's not just me. I have no idea why I do it that way at all. I just don't like to be leaning on drills that I've already done. That's what a lot of it is. But it's quite nice to know that it's not just me. It's always nice when you find out people work the same way you do. I envy people who are free range diamond painters. I really do. I would love to be able to do that. The freedom of just pulling the plastic back and going. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. How long have I been on now? Right, I'm going to take a short break because my bum is going numb. That's another thing I could talk about. It will be a very, 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 very quick break for you, but a little bit longer for me. Back soon. Okay, so I'm back. Just needed a quick toilet break. I was going to say about my stool. The stool is a long running thing. So basically, my stool is a gas powered saddle stool, which I use for nails. And for a while now, it randomly goes down on its own. And I had a lovely message from the lovely Sue O'Blennis, who said, you know, get a piece of plastic pipe, put it around, blah, blah, blah. And mentioned this to my husband, who just said, no, just buy a new stool. So I have got one saved, because I will need one for in the cabin when it's finished. And it is what I use to diamond paint with at the minute. However, I'm not going to bother with a saddle stool. I'm going to get one with a slight back on it just to see if that will help. I don't get backache when I'm doing diamond painting at all. I don't have any problems diamond painting. I do diamond paint flat. Oh, there's more of these than I thought there was. Didn't start with best colour then, did I? Yeah, I do paint flat. I have diamond painted with an easel previously. I find I have more problems using an easel than I do without it. So yeah, don't have any problems diamond painting, but when I'm doing nails, I do get a lot of lower back pain, and that is because I have a broken coccyx. I've actually broken it twice, which makes it very difficult to sit for long periods of time in the same position. So a lot of time when I'm doing nails, I may only sit for about an hour, and then I get up and move around and, you know, just try and ease it a bit. So I'm going to try a new stool, but I'm holding off because I haven't got any nails this week at all. It is getting towards the end of the month, and I get paid at the end of the month. So if I can hold off until payday, all the better. Now, of course, I'd rather be spending my money on diamond paintings than on a new stool, but it is a business expense. I'd just rather not take it out of my meagre savings at the minute, not with everything else going on as well. So yes, I will hopefully be able to order a new stool soon. So today, delivery wise, I have got my blinds and my curtains for my sunroom, and I also have some filament coming as well because I need to replenish one of the colours that I've got. White I've got plenty of, grey not so much. But I have to say, I didn't really notice a difference when I was doing the orders. You know, I didn't know, to start with, I thought the white was selling better, but then the grey started selling. So I don't know if there's any difference between grey and white. I mean, I'm guessing I must have done more grey. I mean, I could look. That would be the easy thing. I'm guessing I must have done more grey because I've gone through the grey filament quicker. So it must be more popular. I like my white tray. You know, I don't have any trouble seeing colours in it. But I am always on the lookout for new filaments. You just have to be very careful because some of them aren't very strong. So if you then decide to try a new colour, you've got to give it some rigorous testing to make sure that it's strong enough to do what you need. And for trays, you need it to be quite strong. The white and the grey that we are using now works very, very well. However, they don't have masses of nice colours, and eventually I do want to do an occasional different colour, you know. At the minute, the focus is the white and the grey, though. Let's just get some stock built up. That would work. So, yeah, as I was saying earlier, shipping on Etsy is now signed for the UK. I will update for other areas as and when I look at the pricing. I need to have a good look at what the pricing will be first before I start saying, yes, we'll do that. There's that drill that I've lost. Let's put that one back. There we go. I knew I'd lost one. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I do have to say the majority of the 3D printing I actually do because I'm at home more. And I'm very conscious, you know, like if I'm at work in the daytime, I will very often set off a large tray to print because I know it will be done by the time I come home. And then I've still got time to print a large lid and then a small tray and lid as well. So that's generally what I do. But at the minute, because I'm waiting for this delivery and because I want to test out a new brand of filament, I am just doing the small ones so I can quickly do a small tray in the new filament to see what it's like because I'm impatient. Oh, there's a 2 there I've missed as well. God's sake. Yeah. Still got this one out, look. Still haven't put it away. Let's put this one back first. And hopefully I've got all of... Oh, why are you sticking? Get in. Let's put that back at the same time. Like so. Right, next colour. Right, I'm going to try and get these finished because it's bugging me that this bottom bit isn't done. So let's get these finished. Looking forward to kitting this down. That will then give me another 60 bottle case empty. So I think I've got a couple now. We're doing well. I've still got an empty 120 bottle case, I think it is, that Penny got me. I was saving that for a big one, you know, like Willy Wonka. But I don't want to keep another Mandy Manzano at the minute. So what I actually need to do is one of the smaller cases so that I can kit up my Highland cow that I'm going to do for my sister. But it's not her birthday till July, so I've got plenty of time. It's all good. And if I need to put something on hold to finish that one, then I will. It's fine. Daughter's birthday tomorrow. She will be... Now, is she 31 or is she 32? What are we in? 2023. Oh, God. So she was born in 91, 2001, 2010, 2020. Oh, is she 32? I think she'll be 32. Anyone who's got older children will understand, you know, if you've got little children, you'll be sitting there going, how can you not remember how old your daughter is? Older, as they get older. Trust me, it gets harder. Pretty sure she's 32 this year. And my son is 35. Oh, I feel so old. It's gone so fast. Oh, I've missed a Y there as well. I'm doing well at missing single ones today. What are we doing like time-wise? Because I don't want to... I may not finish this in the time that I've got. Oh, we're at 42. I'll wait until it gets near an hour and then I'll stop. So, yeah, it's her birthday tomorrow. My daughter, my eldest daughter, I had a very, very difficult pregnancy. So the story with Rebecca is, number one, I never wanted to call her Rebecca. That was her father's choice. I hate the name Rebecca. I fell pregnant with her. I was 18 when I fell pregnant, I think. Yeah, I would have been. No, hang on a minute. No. 19. I was 19. Anyway, I had a very, very difficult pregnancy. Like, literally, I just randomly started throwing up every single time I ate something. And I found out I was pregnant, thinking that I was about, you know, I was like literally newly pregnant. And when they did the pregnancy test, they didn't have tests back then that would tell you were so many weeks pregnant. You know, we're talking in the 90s here. I think I was 18, you know. Anyway, yeah, when I went for my first midwife appointment, they very quickly realised that my dates were completely wrong. And I was actually 3 weeks further on than I thought. But absolutely, from the minute we found out I was pregnant, I had issues. And it was a very, very difficult pregnancy. I was constantly sick. I felt unwell. I looked unwell. It was just physically draining. And on top of that, I had a 2.5-year-old as well. So it was quite hard going. And the upshot was, I kept telling my midwife that something wasn't right and she would not listen. I kept saying I was never prescribed anything for the sickness. I was never given antiemetics or anything like that. I was just left to get on with it. I was basically told you're not the first person to get pregnant. But it was awful. And I ended up, the only two things that I ended up eating, especially towards the end, was sherbet dips, because that's what I craved, as you do. Actually, the first thing that I craved when I was pregnant with my daughter was burnt swan Vesta matches. I literally craved them so badly. So my husband, my first husband, would buy swan Vesta matches. I'd strike them, let them cool, and then I'd eat the burnt bit. Pretty random. But anything I ate properly, any proper food, I threw up constantly. It was awful. So in the end, pretty much all I was eating were sherbet dips and pears. And the reason I ate pears is because they don't get acidic when you throw them back up. I would normally be sick within, 20 minutes of eating anything. So pears pretty much taste the same when they come back up, which is pretty gross. But anywho, so that's what I lived on. So I then had a small accident when I was pregnant, and I went into labour about 4 days later. My waters broke, at which point I was 33 weeks pregnant. I went into labour, very, very fast labour, literally 2 hours, 22 minutes on the dot. And she was born an actual, quite a healthy £3.10 in weight. She then had some time in NICU. She was moved out of the intensive care bit quite quickly, actually, within a couple of days. And then she was just in the neonatal unit. And she was there for about 3.5 weeks. Just putting weight on. I was breastfeeding, so twice a day. I got discharged after 5 days. Twice a day we would walk to the hospital from where we lived. It wasn't massively far, but far enough when you've just had a baby. And I would express milk for her to be fed. And she got to, a couple of days after she came out of an incubator, she was in a normal cot by then. We stayed overnight, and they said, look, providing she wakes up and feeds through the night and isn't too tired, then you'll be able to take her home. And I remember being on tenterhooks all night waiting for this child to wake up so I could feed her. We brought her home, at which point she was 4 pounds 4.5 ounces in weight. Because obviously, but newborns do lose weight when they're first born, and that's especially true when you have a prem baby. And we brought her home, and pretty much, I was exhausted. She was feeding. She would feed for probably 4 minutes, 5 minutes max. So day and night, it was sort of every half an hour to an hour, day and night. But she thrived, absolutely thrived. She is a very healthy, nearly 32-year-old. She wasn't left with any issues. The only thing that she really had, because very often prem babies do have health conditions caused by their prematurity. The only thing she had is she slightly, her hearing in one ear is not quite so good as the other, and she has no coordination, which you think wouldn't be a bad thing. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Well, it is. She didn't learn to ride a bike until she was nearly 8. For me, for my children, that's quite late. Honestly, I'm just tipping shit all over the place. Skipping with a rope, took her ages to do that. Catching a ball, took her ages to do that. And her dancing, bless her. She does try, but she's not very good at it. I'm sure she won't mind me saying that. But she is perfectly healthy, perfectly normal size now. She was small for a long time. I mean, you know, she was £3.10 when she was born. At a year old, she had gastroenteritis. And they were very concerned because at that point, she only weighed 17.5 pounds at a year old. But actually, babies should weigh sort of 3 times their birth weight at a year old. And she'd done more than that. So, you know, she was just very small for a long time. And I remember being at a wedding and she had this beautiful little dress on. She was coming up for 3. It was my aunt's wedding. And I remember she'd got this matching headband and dress on. And someone going, oh, look at that poor wee little girl. The dress was for a 12 to 18 month old. She was nearly 3. So that gives you an indication of how diddy she was. She didn't have a very big frame either, so that made her look smaller. But yeah, she was most definitely a difficult pregnancy. No 2 ways about it. I'm just going to grab 2 ABs. Now the ABs in this did not come with this kit. It doesn't have any ABs. These are ones that I've literally popped in, and I've just switched out in places. It's like little areas like this where you've got the black around it. Just here, look. So not too many, just a few. But yeah, she was most definitely a difficult pregnancy. Growing up, we had quite a difficult relationship. You know, my boys, no matter what they did, I always stayed pretty even-tempered with. But my daughter, geez, did we clash. She knew exactly what buttons to press with me. She really did. And then when me and her father separated, she got to about 13 and she was pretty much living with him full time. I gave her that choice. She has a very good bond with her dad, which I'm really pleased about. But as she got older, and certainly once I found out I was pregnant with Kat, the relationship much better. I love her with all my heart. She was just quite difficult to get along with. I think that's the same with most teenage girls. And that's where I've got the benefit now, because of course I have a teenage daughter, but because my teenage daughter was assigned as male at birth, I don't have the hormones that go with it. So happy days for me. But she's a beautiful young woman. She's given me the most, her and her partner, I should say, have given me the most gorgeous granddaughter I could ever wish for. She's absolute delight. And she is a fabulous mum. She is such a good mum. I couldn't be prouder, doing a much, much better job than I ever did. So the fact she's 32 tomorrow, which is the same age that I was when I got pregnant with Kat. So yeah, looking back on it, when I got pregnant the last time, my oldest was 16 and my youngest was 14. So a 14-year age gap. I wouldn't change anything for the world. We never expected to have Kat. We really didn't. She was truly a rainbow baby. But a 14-year age gap isn't fun, to be fair. Okay, so I'm going to call it a day there, just because my throat's getting quite dry. I need a drink. I want to sort of crack on and get this canvas finished as quickly as possible. So I just wanted to come on and just say hello. Let you know that I'm still around. I haven't gone anywhere. And to give you a final whip on Mackenzies Treasure. So you will not see a whip on this one again. The next time you see this, I will have it finished and rolled out and all ready to show you how beautiful this canvas is. Please do, if you are new to my channel, please do check out my other videos. Please leave a comment, a question, etc. below this video. I will answer it as soon as possible. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell, because that's going to tell you when I upload new videos, because I don't have a videoing schedule. It's impossible. I've got too much going on, so I don't know day to day what might happen. So there's another 2 there. Yeah, by hitting that notification bell, it will tell you every time I put a new video up. It has been, as always, an absolute pleasure to spend some time with you diamond painting. I hope your whips are going well. I will be back very, very soon with another video, but it is, as always, guys, over and out from me. Bye-bye.